Hello everyone, this is Charles BridgTec with another flashlight review, this time from Imalent. Now this here is the MR90. Now I was sent this by Imalent directly. They wanted me to test and review this light. Comes in this box. So let's wait no further. Let's open it up, see what's in. Now this here is a congratulations sticker letting you know that they want you to remove the protection piece from the flashlight between the barrel and the head. So once you do that, you can charge it before doing that as well. No problem there because the port's at the other end. Start off here with the user manual. Now because the user manual is so small, I'm going to go ahead and post the specs on screen. This puts out 50,000 lumens on the highest output. Now if you need more time to read those, go ahead and pause the screen. Otherwise we're going to move along. And we've got a rope, a lanyard, and 2 O-rings. Other one's way down in here. Here's the holster, open-end design on this. So you definitely want to be careful carrying your light because the bottom can still get scratched. Nice quality D-ring. Got the quick release and you've got the double stitched material as well. Now the belt loop is kind of on the small side. I'm not too sure why they did that, but if you do have a larger belt, wider that is, that may be a little bit of a problem. Yeah, I'm not too sure why they did that. I put a lot of stitch here. So maybe that's why. So it's not a very big hole there for a belt to go through. Now we're going to go ahead and grab out the wall charger here. This is a rapid charger, and this will quickly charge the light, which is nice. I'll show you the voltage here on this, just so you know. Nothing else down in here, so we're going to go ahead and take the light out. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the light. There it is. Nice size light. So this probably size would be more of a soda can size light from here. The head of course is bigger. Got the 2 built-in fans. And definitely this is comfortable to carry. Put the little rope lanyard on that. Now here is the charging port. Now this will be red when charging and green when it's finished. This whole area lights up. Don't want to go too tight on this, just kind of snug. Side switch here. It's got that semi-gloss finish. There are grooves here on the body that go all in one direction, kind of help with gripping. You can table stand that if you want. Now the machining and finish on this is very nice. Not seeing any issues. I've done a lot of reviews over the years for Imalent, way back in their beginning. I didn't do them on YouTube, I did them via my blog. Now the style and design on this is very nice. Definitely has a stealth attitude that Imalent is bringing to their lights, which is really a cool concept. Very nice. Alright. Well, now let's go ahead and take a look here. You've got 9 LEDs and smooth reflectors. Now this one here is the Luminus SBT 90.2 LED. And here you have 8 Cree XHP 70.2 LEDs. Now this is going to give you the flood, and then this one here is going to give you the range, what they also call your throwing capabilities. Yeah, and remove the protection piece might help it look a little bit better. Sorry about that. Let's try this again. So now you can see that a lot better. Those LEDs there for flood, and again that's going to give you a throwing range. Not a speck of dust in there. Very nice quality control. I've never had any issues with Imalent. So, and this design is definitely impressive, especially for it being all in one head. I really like this design also because everything is right on the head. You don't have 2 separate areas on one light. Some of my other ones are a little bit older generation, but this one here is definitely a nice concept. Fans will help keep things cool. Alright, so now let's go ahead and take the battery pack apart from the light. Straight contact point there on the battery. Well greased threads. Now the protection piece here, you want to remove it when you want to use the light. I keep these, especially when I'm storing the light. These really do come in handy, so the battery will last longer in storage or between uses. There's the contact plate there on the head. Now let's go ahead and put it all back together, and let's go through the UI. The UI is pretty straightforward on all Imalent lights, which is nice. No special software or anything in it, so you're just getting straight to the beans when you want to use this beast. So now in order to turn it on, simply just turn that on. Now that is the lowest setting. All lights are on when using this light. Now this right here, on a lot of my smaller lights, still multi-cell but smaller in lumen output, this is probably high on some of them. So you want some really great run times, this is going to do well just that this light output, you do have a battery level indicator here next to the power switch. These will start to blink red when it recommends you to charge it. Plus the light won't go into the higher outputs. So that's always nice to have. And then simply going to press down and hold to go through those light outputs, each one jumping up. Now we got the fans running. I don't know if you can hear those. Quite a bit of air coming from that. This is lighting up my whole office here. Press down and hold again. That is insane. Let me show you the beam here. Let's go to the next level here where we're not too terribly blinding. Now we do have the flood LEDs here. You can kind of see them at the top half of that beam. And they do spread out, but then you've got the throwing LED. That Luminus there is really nice and defined, and that looks great. Now on any light level, including this one that I'm on, you can simply double click to get the highest output. Wow, that's burning my hand. I'm over a foot away. That's insane. I'm going to turn it back down. That's just way too bright in here, and the camera here is not going to do it any justice, but that's how you do it. Now if you do want to get strobe, you're going to have to do it the same way. Double click again will get you strobe, and that is on a very high light output as well, and that is a constant rate on the flash, and it is very distracting. One click one time turns it off. Fans turn on and off normally. Now you can turn the fans on. Let's say like if this is way too hot and you want to cool it off during your setting it down afterwards. And all you have to do is basically press down and hold from off. And you turn on the fan without turning on the light. Now I've done this quite a few times on my other Imalent lights. And this is really nice to cool down the light while you don't have it on, and just set it down, let it cool off. Maybe 1 or 2 minutes. You'd be surprised how quickly this will cool off the light, especially when you're having it on the very high outputs. Nice. When you want to turn those fans off, simply just turn the light on and back off. Really simple. Now this does have a manual lockout. Simply unscrew the light and the battery pack. Light will not come on. Screwing that back in turns the light back on. Now if you want to digitally lock it out, 1, 2, 3, 4, you can see there it's not going to turn on. So now we're going to unlock it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got the green blinking lights, and you're back on. Okay, so now that we've shown the light levels with all the LEDs on, now we're going to go ahead and show you the LEDs individually, so you can use them as a pure floodlight or dedicated thrower. It's your choice. And this is like having the best of both worlds in one light. So we're going to triple click it when it's on. 1, 2, 3. Now we have the beam. Show it to you a little bit better. Really nice, intense hot spot there. A little bit of bleeding around that edge, which is normal. Kind of transition to the spill. Nice cut off there. Now with this light level, you can press down and hold to go through those light outputs separately. And again, the fan will come on, which is normal. And again, double click will get you the highest output on that LED. Press down and hold. Now we want to change it to just the flood LEDs. 1, 2, 3. Now we have just the flood LEDs, and you can see it's just pure flood. It's going to give you the large area at once. And as you can see, this area here of the light will get very warm compared to the bottom end because the LEDs are at that end. Same goes for here. Press down and hold to go through those light outputs. Now you can press down and hold it and it'll go through them automatically. A lot of light there. Double click will get you turbo just on flood. That's insane amount of power. And the beam is very nice for it being mostly at the top. So now we're going to click 3 times again. 1, 2, 3. We'll get them all back on there, as you can see. We'll go through those light outputs one more time. Just amazing performance. I'm really a huge fan of the lights that have both flood and throw in them, because you might be in a situation where you need more of a flood area light, which is large, or you need something that projects that beam way out there. That's going to be as well. So you basically have the best of both worlds all in one light. You can use them individually, separately, which is also a huge plus. Now on the night shots, all of them are going to be included for the specs that are listed previously. Now the highest outputs will be demonstrated separately. Now my understanding, 4500 lumens is the highest output on the Luminus LED, and 44,500 on the flood LEDs. So I'll show that separately so you can kind of get an idea how the maximum looks, and that's what their specs show. So that's what I'm going to do in the night shots. Well, if you're excited, I'm excited. Let's take this bad boy out, see how it does in the wilderness. We are out here in the darkness with the Imalent MR90. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you the Luminus LED throwing LED first. On the highest output according to the specs. Start over here on the palm trees. I'm going to do turbo. Fans will come on. I'm going to show you these things. This beam is impressive and very intense. You can see 138 feet there. Now if you have any questions about distances, they're in a link below all my videos. And it is making that furthest palm tree. Wow. Impressive. Gonna pan around here so you guys can see this beam performance. There. That does really well. Super impressive. Shooting those trees way out there as well. Alright, so now we're going to do flood. And that's flood on the highest output. That is a huge area at once. So now we're going to go ahead and do the turbo on these lights. I thought I'd split it up a little bit so you can kind of see how wide this thing is. Just a huge area, way out to the side, to the bottom. Thing is insane. Alright, so to conserve battery, I'll lower it down. Okay, want to make sure that I do this correctly. 1, 2, 3. There's the hotspot. Now, got the best of both worlds. 2500 lumens. This is doing a great job. Easily see across the park to the playgrounds there. Bugs are going nuts here. 138 feet there. 238 feet to that tree. There's the school. Let's go to the next level here on the school. Spill has come alive. Seeing those palm trees even better. This Luminus LED is amazing. Tree line, fence line. Let's go over here to the park, to the next level. A little jump. Now the fans are on. Definitely is better with both of them on. Both sets, that is. First palm tree, second one. Let's go to the next level here on the palm tree. Really starting to brighten up pretty good over here. This is insane. Had to take my battery. Camera went dead for some reason. I put another battery in it. There's the furthest palm tree. Almost there. I'll go again. Next level. Wow. Crazy. Trying to hold it up a little bit higher. Kind of give you an idea on the spread of the spill. Alright. Let's go again. That was the highest level. My mistake. Now we're going to go ahead and do turbo. Oh, wow. Wow. Palm trees, school lit up like daytime out here. This looks great. A lot of bugs out here. I'm trying not to eat any. Starting to step down, which is normal. And we'll do turbo one more time here. Now this thing is getting really toasty on my hand here, so fans do help out, but not on the highest levels here. Step down again. Alright, normal. Okay, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed those night shots. And to be expected, this thing is an incredible light. These multi-LEDs, great for flood and throw, all in one light. You can choose which one you need that best suits whatever you're doing, whatever activity you are search and rescue. You know, you've got the throwing LED that you can really shoot quite a ways out there easily, or if you need a large area at once to be lit up, you've got the flood LEDs. This thing is a little bit on the heavy side, so if you are carrying it for long periods of time, you definitely want to make sure you put that lanyard on there just so you don't drop it. And just rock solid build quality, not seeing any issues. The fans do well. They do help provide a little bit better runtime, but of course on the highest output it's going to automatically cycle down due to heat, which is normal, and it's been really warm in our area lately, so you know, and weather is a factor. If it's cooler climate that you live in, these fans are going to do better, but if you do live in a warmer climate, they're going to have a little bit harder time cooling the light, but they still do pretty well. Now if you do use it on the highest outputs, of course the light, no matter what the fans are doing, this is going to cycle down due to heat, which is normal, and it's for safety purposes. And I'm going to show you what the light looks like in the holster. So it does stick out just a little bit, but when the light is new, you can kind of see it does stick out just a little bit. Still could scratch it, so want to handle that with these. Does protect it nice. D-ring, just put it on your backpack or something, and it is padded as well. It's not going to get scratched up. Now I do like the direction that Imalent went with this light, having the two types of beams in one light. Really is a nice concept. Now I like the way they incorporated the both flood and throw in one light. I've seen other lights that have done it. This one here, they did do a nice concept of their own, and it definitely is impressive, not only in beam quality but performance as well. Well, I want to thank Imalent for sending me this MR90 to review. Now I do have a special link, including a special discount code, down below the video, and that'll help you save some money on this flashlight kit, just in case you're interested in getting it. Well, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please share, like, and subscribe. That way we can bring more of these all new, brand new lights from Imalent to you in the future. Thanks for watching. Take care.